Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your reading. I'm Empress Rose, and this is my second take on this. I randomly started choking on nothing when I first started, so that's alerting me to the idea that maybe you might be needing to express something and you're having a hard time, or you're choking on your words or something like that. So that was just some early information. So as always, I've thoroughly pre-shuffled these cards, and we're just going to get right into it. We'll take the Mystical Moments cards first to set the tone of the reading. Search for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear right now? What's Aquarius' highest good? What's the best thing Aquarius can hear right now? Okay. We have home in the sky for you. There are messages. Everything's up in the air, including your home. These birds are very mobile. They're taking their homes with them, but the problem is they don't have the direction. It's interesting because these birds could fly, but they don't want to fly. They're enjoying sort of floating above the city. There's sort of a sensation of, this contrasts really strongly with the card of the elephant that's up and up in the tower and is not grounded. These birds are at home. They're exactly where they belong in the air. They're just floating instead of having direction. So there's a stagnation going on here too. We have the fog in the city. You can barely see the city below, but it's not a clear day. There's not. And these birds are often ideas to me or messages. So they're ideas that are where they belong, but there's not a lot of clarity or direction to them. So there's a whole collection of them. We're traveling in a flock like we usually do, but are we traveling or are we just staying put, sort of hovering? But there's two that live together and other ones are isolated and separate. And it's so curious because these birds could fly. They're just not. They're choosing to float, stay put, and go with they're either going with the flow or they're stagnating. And right now, both are true for a lot of people, that going with the flow is stagnating. There's not unhappiness here. There's just a lack of clarity and direction, which is fine sometimes. Then we're going to move to the Santa Muerte regular spread. So again, these have been completely shuffled. I just do a little additional shuffle before putting them out. Okay. I'm going to take that one as an overall for the reading. Here we have Six of Cups. This is overflowing. She's trying to hold on to her emotions, but she's not able to quite. They are sort of flowing out of her hands, but she's sort of dancing. She's bringing them to a party. She's got these emotions and these feelings, and she's bringing them to others right now. But she's having a hard time managing them and controlling them. She's watching them, but she can see them, but she can't stop them from flowing. So it's interesting. We have a card of stagnation at home, and we have a card of overflowing emotions that have been difficult to control. There's sort of a dance going on here. Right, my door just opened all by itself. Hold on. honestly, with everything that's happened so far in this reading, I'm going to say that I think there's a real presence here for you. Okay, this is Aquarius' past, present, internal landscape, blocking, external landscape, to-do list, and possible outcome. So in your recent past, you have the Moon card, and this is a really strong card about intuition, about looking within, about understanding the depth of the mud from which you must grow. And not really a clear understanding. I mean, she's looking into a muddy pond. We know it's muddy because we have this, the lily pads here. And she's looking into her reflection. And this is the only card in the deck that has like a flesh-covered person. The rest are all skeletons, but she's seeing her skeleton. So she's looking into what's inside. It's not a mirror. There's not clarity. Even the moon isn't clear in this one. There's just an intuition, a feelingness. This is also a depth of feeling card, which is interesting because we have this one card, which is like sort of this stagnant, ethereal air energy of ideas and that, and then we've got this like overflowing emotion. And so this is sort of like feeling those emotions, understanding them, but not in like a, I get it, and it's point A, B, and C, but in a like, I think I feel what I'm going towards. I think I feel, so there's a lack of clarity, but there's also a muddied intuition that you're looking into. So that's in your recent past. In your present, you have the Queen of Cups. Now, I don't usually take reversals, but I think that it's worth looking at with this one. So your present deals with the Queen of Cups. So this is someone who might be a little overly emotional. So this is you right now, but you're giving these emotions. So this one actually echoes this card as far as bringing emotions out, bringing emotions to the fore. It's a fullness of emotion. And this is a nearness to completion. This could also represent a woman or a female presence, or not a female, a feminine energy, someone who is embodying this like giving of emotions, this bringing forth of emotion. It did come out reversed, and I don't usually do reversals, and this deck isn't supposed to have reversals. But there are a lot of reversals here somehow. I must have messed up my shuffling, but but to me that always speaks to like an unsettled energy. Things maybe not being quite as they seem. So, but I'm going to read them in the upright. If this was reversed, I'd say like a feminine presence that is very toxically emotional, and is using her emotions and her feelings, or not able to successfully process her own emotions and feelings, and is putting them out onto other people to fix. So that's, if that fits for you, I would take that one. So that's what's going on presently. And in your environment or your internal landscape, you have this Knight of Pentacles. You have sort of Pentacles are usually an external thing, like money or resources or something like that. So so that this is an internal resources. These are, and you have a lot of internal resources to draw on. This is the same stagnant energy. The Pentacles can be a little bit like, it's the same stagnant energy, but this is an elevated energy or a idea energy, and this is more of a physical energy. But since it's in your internal, you have a lot of resources. Actually, there might be weighing you down. You might have something internal that's keeping you from charging forward, keeping you from moving forward, and is heavy for you to hold. And and you're looking at where you want to go. You're looking at what you want to do. You're looking at where you want to go emotionally and internally, but you are sort of overburdened right now and in this sort of stagnant energy of being a little too rooted to your spot. What's blocking you is the world. So this is external situations that you don't have a lot of control over, and they're moving and they're changing, and they are having a lot of control over your life. This is a card about the things that are out of our control, the like luck, fortune, economics, weather, anything that's out of our ability to deal with it. And this is what's blocking you. And honestly, I think this is what's blocking a lot of people right now, or the main problem and the main focus in their lives is that the world is, well, this is definitely like the world is changing. The world is turning, but it's not, and it's not something you have much say in. It's an overall energy of the whole world sort of flipping over. So it's like an end of cycle thing, a cyclical, we have a harvest and just the passage of time and where the world is at this point in time. And that's the situation that you're facing right now. We also have in your external situation, we have a Page of Pentacles. So we have both the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. And this is, the external energy is sort of people collecting, people gathering things, people harvesting their coins, people bringing things in. They've got a bag, they're collecting it. Here internally, this bag is your emotional baggage is very heavy and keeping you rooted, even though you can see where you want to go. Externally, there's this almost childlike happiness at energy around you, in your home, in your life somewhere. There's an energy around you of sort of happily collecting. There might be a little over harvesting going on here, but there's been some gardening that's happened, and there's a collection of the fruits of the labors somehow. So actually, I'm not sure that there's a gleeful energy coming through here. I think there's more of a I got what I want energy. I mean, I'm just feeling like a sly smile here. Like I've collected, look, this field is now bare. She's collected everything in it. So there may have been an over exuberance, a greediness that happened in your environment. And then we have, and I love when these come up, these match sets, the King and Queen. We have the King of Cups in your to-do list. So this is, to me, the King of Cups is someone who can handle their emotional liquor. There's a serenity going on here, and they are drinking of the cup full of emotions. So we have here this delivery of these cups, these emotional cups that are overflowing, and your to-do list is to absorb those emotions, imbibe of them. Don't to have some, not mastery. You don't want to be mastering your emotions and controlling them. You want to be feeling them, working with them, and letting go in as healthy a way as possible. So this is in your advice column. So we're going to go ahead and look up the King of Cups here, and what the advice is actually in the Book of the Dead Tarot book. Rely on your emotions or trust the inventiveness of a male figure who is near to you and who will help you in your enterprise. So we had this Queen of Cups that could have been toxic, feminine energy, dumping of emotions on someone. And here we have a more masculine energy of taking control of the situation, and not control, but like getting a grip on the situation, being able to hold your emotional liquor. And there might be a male energy around you that's able to do that. And then your outcome is the Page of Wands. This is messages, stagnancy. So again, we have the stagnancy here. So we have like this external stagnancy and this internal heaviness of emotions. So it's just encouraging you to, rely on your emotions, use them, understand them, work with them. And then one of the possible outcomes for the situation you're facing is just this hold. We've got a message here, but we're not delivering it yet. We've got, we're not swinging. We're sitting out. And he's up in the air. So we're sitting on like a passionate thing, a project or a person or something like that. But both of these have this like air. We're sitting in the air. We are here to just, it's more stagnant energy. I'm sorry. But that's just one of the possible outcomes. And it might be a great outcome, especially if things are a little too, especially if this swing's been wildly swinging. Some stagnancy and peace and calm, especially around messages and ideas. Some stillness is going to come in here. So Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed that reading. As I'm sure you've heard many times before, please like, subscribe, and comment. It just helps me know that my message got to people and it was heard. And it also helps with other people becoming aware of the messages that are coming here. So thank you.